हाय गाइस, हेलो, गुड इवनिंग। अच्छा, मैं अपना स्ट्रेचिंग कर रहा था, पता नहीं था लाइव आ गया। हाय गाइस। मैं बस आशीष सर के क्लास का आखिरी के 5 मिनट देख रहा था और मेरे को स्ट्रेचिंग की जरूरत पड़ गई थी। सो आई डेफिनेटली अंडरस्टैंड दैट यू वुड रिक्वायर सम एज वेल। यस, so much of learning in one day. तो अगर किसी को एक ब्रीदर चाहिए, किसी को एक छोटा सा हल्का सा स्ट्रेच करना है, just probably stand up, just probably do some lumberjacks, or just take a sip of water or whatever that will feel you, make you feel a little more comfortable. Yes, and a little more settled. Yes. Cheers to Ashish sir finally ending the class. Right, hi. Hi Vibhor. Hello Khushbu. Hi Srishti, Prince, Astha, Suchita. Hi. Kalpit, Vijay. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name, ladies and gentlemen, is Amit Surana, and this is the sixth and probably the last lecture on quadratic equations. Yes. What we saw yesterday were a few questions from actual CAT. We saw questions from 2017, one disaster from 2018, and a very nice question from 2019. So today, what we are going to do is today we'll make sure that we close up all graves. Yes, whatever we had left from the yesterday session, we'll complete that, and we'll see some fresh questions from 2019's CAT. Yes. So are you guys ready for the session? Yeah. Are you all ready? Okay, Likit, yeah, definitely required. Anything that will, pump up some energy into you. Yes, anything. Right. Hi, Kainath. Hello, Harika. Hey, Archana. Hello, Jagruti. Good evening. Yeah. All right, great. So let's begin. My name, y'all, is Amit Surana. I am an aeronautical engineer from Chennai, and I've been doing this for almost 6 years now. I'm helping people get better with their quantitative aptitude. Yes, I've done that for a while now, for almost 6 years now, and I've helped over 2 lakh students gain or achieve all their aims, all their goals with respect to their careers. Yes. I am soon hoping that your number would also be added in these 2 lakh. Yes. Although it may seem very insignificant, but then remember that your dreams would have been achieved, and it would obviously make me more happier than I am right now. Yes. So if you're planning on sharing this on any of your social media platforms, please go ahead, share this. Use the hashtag cat live daily. Yes. Yeah, please do not forget to use this hashtag. Please do not forget to tag me. My ID is Surana Live on Instagram, Telegram, Twitter, wherever. The community that we have on Telegram is growing stronger. I know a lot of you are already a part of it, and if you are not already a part of it, please ensure that you join this. Yes, this will keep yourselves updated. Yes, and this will also ensure that all the notifications, all the information is passed on to you on time at a very official space. Yes. So this is the community we have there, and if you haven't already joined the Unacademy subscription, yes, if you haven't already joined Plus, then I would totally want you to consider this. Yes, this is a very nice environment. The ambience is worth paying for, and also when you look at when I say pay, it actually does not seem very big, because it's just less than $1,000 a month. Yes, if you take for 2 years, and if you take for a year, it's just 1,500 rupees a month. That is literally just 2 tickets of movie and some popcorn, probably 2 or 3 pieces of popcorn thrown into a very big box called it jumbo. Yes, that basically would be it, right? And if you are considering, anyone who's just starting to prepare, if you're considering taking up crash courses, or if you're considering taking up mock test packages, if you are considering going to institutes and trying it out, right, let me tell you the benefits here, the comparison between. So if you keep all the benefits on one end and all the cons on the other end, you would have nothing on the other end, and this one would be down to earth right now, right? The benefits are way beyond expression. Yes. Yes, I guess nobody is smarter than you are right now, so you would be able to understand why this is a better choice than going to an institute at this point in time, right? So keep in mind comparing two situations. Yes, anyone would want to prepare for CAT, and they would want to do it at their home at their convenient times, because work from home, different shift timings. Yes, and at the same time get all the benefits, in fact a little more than what an institute can give you, right? An institute would probably give you just one trainer for each concept, each section. Yes, or maximum they can do is two. Yes, but then here you have over 100 educators who train you on CAT, which means what is better than getting trained by two educators? It is 100 educators, right? So I guess you are. I don't have to talk about this anymore, because you are smarter than you seem. Yes. So if you're planning on taking this subscription, please do not forget to use my code, that is Surana Life, which will fetch you an extra 10% discount. Yes. Kainat, no issues, no issues. We can always, look back at things. Yes, we can go back, try some more basics, try some more concepts also, right? Try out some questions that will help us get the basics strong. Yes. Yeah, but don't over pressurize it at this point in time. Yes, because right now what matters is your will to continue and your will to learn. Yes. So if you think this is not your cup of tea right now, it's too hot for you, do not worry about it, right? Give it some time. It will someday come back to room temperature, and it would be your tea as well. Yes. So what I would want you to do is not skip up the live classes and go back to the recordings. Yes, what I would want you to do is continue with the live classes, so that at least you can compare your pace with mine. Yes, and when I say mine, I mean our pace. Yeah. All right, so let's begin. Today we have something from the past haunting us from yesterday. Yes, so let's get that from our shoulders. Yes, let's avoid that. Yes. Okay. So let's look at this. Yeah. So what one mistake we had made yesterday was we wanted to do everything at one place, right? But remember, when you are under a lot of pressure, which I am a lot right now. Yes. So what you have to do to avoid messing something up is stop doing everything at one place, and dedicate a place for everything else, right? For example, this is the place, right? So this is the place where we would assign for the expected question, what is u plus 3v. Yes, so this is what is expected of us. Now let's quickly try to expand the terms here. We have u squared plus, if we expand this, we have u squared plus 4v. This is a plus b plus c, the whole square formula, right? Plus 4v plus 1. Yes. Now we have to do plus 2ab, that is 4 times v into u, that is minus 4 uv. Yes. Then bc, 2 times bc, that is plus 2v, that would give us 2 times plus 2v, that is 4v. Yes. And plus u times 2 is plus 2u. Yes, so this is what we have. This should be equal to what? This should be equal to minus 4uv minus 4v squared. Yes, so this is what we have here. The expansion should not take you much time. Yes, you can let go of the common terms, which means there is nothing that would have u and v both as an expression. That means all the expressions with u should be separated, and all the expressions with v should be separated. So what do we have here? We have here 2u squared. Yes. Then we have a plus 2u here. So 2u squared plus 2u plus, what do we have? Plus 4v squared, right? So we have plus 4v squared and plus 8v. Yes. Yeah. 4v square should be there. It's there. 4v square is there. What happened? 4v square is there, right? 8v plus 1 should be equal to 0, which basically means this should be equal to -1, right? So this after this point is where our downfall started. Yes, so what I'm going to do now is, instead of looking at this as one long expression, I'm going to split this into two smaller expressions so that I don't confuse myself again. Yes, so I'll take 2 common out here. I would have u squared plus u, and if I take out 2 common here, I would have that's what I thought. What went wrong here? 4v squared. This is what you meant when you said 4v squared. Damn. Okay, so this is 4v squared. My bad. Yes, so this would be 8v squared. Yes, this would be 8v squared plus 4v. Don't worry. It's okay. I got this, guys. I'm gonna solve this, and I'm not resting before I do it. Yeah. Okay, so I take 2 common out. We would have 4v squared plus 2v here. Yes, this should be equal to -1. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is split this into 2 terms. Yes, let's call this term 1 and this would be term 2. Let's look at term 1. Yes, for term 1, what is this? This is a. A is what? U, which means a square part is u square. That is done and dusted, right? Now we have what? 2 times ab. Yes, 2 times AB, yeah, minus 2 times AB here is what? U, correct? Minus 2 times AB is U, and U and A are equal, which means this can be taken off. That basically means what? B is -1/2. Yes, but what we have to involve in the equation is not B, but B square. Yes, that was the mistake that we made yesterday. So -1/2 whole square, A is 1/4. Yeah, so what do you have here? You have 2 times, so I'm going to add 1/4 inside the bracket. Yes, that means u squared plus u plus 1/4. Yes, so 1/4 inside the bracket would mean what? 2 times 1/4, that's 1/2. So I have to add 1/2 on the other side as well. So this will give me what? -1 plus 1/2. Yes. So this part of the equation is sorted. Now let's move ahead. With the rest of it. Yes. What do we have here? Plus 2 times 4v squared, right? So this is the other part of it. Yes. Let's call it x. So x would be 2v in that case. 4v square is what? 2v the whole square. Yes. And here in this case we would have plus 2xy. Yes. So plus 2xy is what? 2 times v. Yeah. That basically means x and 2v gets cancelled out because they are equal. So y would be what? 1/2. Again, what we have to involve here is not y but y squared. That would be what? 1/4. Yes, so what we would have here? 4v squared plus 2v plus 1/4. Yes, and since I'm adding 1/4 inside the bracket, that means what? 2 times 1/4 is 1/2. So I'm going to have to add 1/2 on the other side as well. Yes. So finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have something that at least I have something that I could be proud of, right? Okay, so what do we have here? 2 times. Yes, 2 times. What would this be? U plus 1/2 the whole square. Yes, plus 2 times 2v plus 1/2 the whole square. Yes, this should be equal to what? 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Yeah. Now what do you have here? You have squares, right? You have squares, sum of squares. You know squares cannot be negative. Yes, unless and until they are imaginary, which we know they are not, right? So the square of this must be some number. It can't be negative. This also can't be negative. The only way the sum of 2 squares would be 0 is if each one of them is equal to 0. Yes, so if this is equal to 0, what we would get? We would get u plus 1/2 is equal to 0. That means u would be equal to negative. Okay, yeah. Right when I thought I would be a little proud of this, something went wrong here. What went wrong? Minus u2 था, correct. वही तो ये this question, ये इस question ने मेरी इज्जत का फालूदा कर दिया, but never mind, this would be what, u minus 1/2, ठीक है, कोई नहीं, this is minus u, yes, सब जगह पे this is minus 2, so u would be what, equal to plus 1/2, yes. And what we would have here, this expression should be equal to 0, which means we would have 2v equal to minus 1/2, which means v would be equal to negative 1/4. Yes. Finally, what we have here, I understand. Thank you for your patience, guys. Thank you for all your patience, right? I have u's value now and I have v's value now. Now if I substitute it here, I would get 1/2 minus 3 into 1/4 is minus 3/4, which is equal to minus 1/4. And finally, Panauti Tali. Yes. Right. हाँ, समझ गया. Yes, this is definitely not my cup of tea, right? इतनी गलतियां अगर कोई टीचर कर रहा है तो स्टूडेंट क्या ही कर लेगा. Okay, yeah, so this one is on me. I am really sorry, guys. Yes, openly apologize कर रहा हूँ. Yeah, this one is on me, but now if it's not clear, right? Now if it's not clear, I'm not going to solve this again. Yes, instead what we'll do is, if you have any questions or confusions, text me. Yes, टेलीग्राम पे टेक्स्ट करो तो वहां पे आराम से समझाऊंगा. यहाँ पे इतना प्रेशर बनता है, राइट, इतना पसीना निकलने लग जाता है मेरा. राइट. ओके, अच्छा, यहाँ पे और इसको कॉम्प्लेक्सिफाई करने आ गए हैं. लेट्स नॉट डू दैट. चाहिए सो गए तो थोड़ा रेस्ट चाहिए ह्यूमन बॉडी को, राइट? ओके, सो what's done is done, past is gone, right? Let bygones be bygones. Are you ready for the next question? Yes, are you all ready for the next question? Yes, so here it is, the next question. 90 seconds on the clock. Yes, try this out real quick and let me know what the answer is. Yes, the question is asking for the product of the distinct roots, and they've given an equation, but what they've given to us is a wet floor alert. Yes, so here it is, the wet floor alert. There is a modulus which you should not ignore. Yeah, so what is your answer to this question? Right, एक बंदे को ब्लॉक किया. भैया ऑलरेडी कॉन्फिडेंस की धज्जियां उड़ी हुई है उस क्वेश्चन के कारण. आप और आके. Right, try this question out. Answers, anyone? Yes. Himanshu, the telegram link, if you scroll up, okay, it's not yet been sent. Don't worry, it will be sent soon. Chat box में ही भेजा जाएगा, right? Don't worry. It'll be sent on the chat box. You can click on that, or you can text me and I'll send you the link to the group, okay? Right, answers, anyone? You have 15 seconds left. Vibhor says it is minus 16. Punit says it's minus 8. Okay, Punit, you might have forgotten one root. Yes, a common mistake. Okay, guys, your 90 seconds are up. Balmukand, exactly. Balmukand, right. Yes, not even 11th, 12th, right? Even उससे पहले के, right? So 6th standard से जो भी आपने अब तक पढ़ा है, right? Everything would be tested. Yes. Apart from something extremely technical like differentiation or integration, वो सारे नहीं पूछे जाएंगे, but otherwise everything else. Yes. Okay. Right, Yatendra says B, very nice. Prince says minus 8. Prince, वापस check करिए. Khushbu says B, very nice, super. Okay, so guys, what you have to keep in mind here is the modulus, right? This is extremely important. Yeah. So whenever you have any expression between these bars, right, absolute value of the expression would either give you a positive value or a negative value, right? So this basically means what? Let's talk about two cases here. Yes, case 1 where this is positive, case 2 where this entire expression, right, the entire expression is negative. Yes, So पहले पॉजिटिव का ट्राई करेंगे, x squared minus x minus 6 would be equal to what? X plus 2. This would be our first expression. And for our second expression, what we would have here is just the negative of it, right? Just the negative of it. Yes, that is what? Minus of x squared minus 6 minus x minus 6 should be equal to x plus 2. Yes, so this is what we have. If you want to take the minus the other side, the choice is yours, right? That is what I am going to proceed with, however. Yeah. So what do you have here? This particular expression would become what? X squared minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. Factorize 8. Yes, factorize minus 8 in such a way that the product of the two numbers is minus 8, but the sum should be plus 2. Yes, why? Because b is minus 2. So what do you have here? You have here 4 times 2, and since the sum should be plus, this is 4 comma minus 2, right? So what is x? X is 4 and minus 2. Yes. You can quickly check, right? Just mentally check, plug this in the equation and check if both satisfy, right? Both would satisfy. 16 minus 4 minus 6 is equal to 6, and on the other side 4 plus 2 is 6, so 4 is satisfied. Minus 2 भी check कर लीजिए, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 minus 6 is 0, on the other side minus 2 plus 2 is 0, right? So both 4 and minus 2 satisfy. Yeah. But minus 8, so यहाँ पे जिन्होंने भी रुक के minus 8 बोला है, what you've forgotten is there is another side to this, that is here. Yes, negative of this. Yeah. So either multiply negative here or take it to the other side. If you take it to the other side, what you would have is x square. Minus x already है, minus x यहाँ पे है तो cancel हो जाएगा, minus x and minus x. And what you would have here is x square minus 4 is equal to 0. So x square क्या हो जाएगा? 4, और x's value you'll have to consider both plus or minus 2. Yes. So luckily minus 2 का हमने already check कर लिया है, it does satisfy. So just to be sure 2 का भी check कर लीजिए if it satisfies, right? On the RHS you would have 4, on the LHS you would have 4 minus 2 minus 6 to be minus 4, modulus निकालेंगे तो plus 4, right? So this also satisfies. Which means the values of x, right? The values of x here, or the roots here, are not 2 but 3 values. Yes, thanks to the modulus, right? So what do you have? X would be equal to 4, x would be equal to 2, and x would be equal to minus 2. Yes, the product of these three would be how much? 4 times minus 4, that's minus 16. Yes, so this would be my answer here, minus 16. Clear? विजय नहीं होगा, चेक करिए कैसे होगा. Yes, this is minus 6, this is minus 6 already. यहाँ पे minus 2 होगा, minus 2 को you bring it this way, it will become minus 4 only. Yes, all right, superb. Yes, superb guys. So anyone who said the answer is B, minus 16, great job. Yes. Others who said minus 8, you'll have to be a little more careful, especially when there is a wet floor alert. Yes. Now, as an alternative, just giving you an option here, right? As an alternative, what you can do is, if you don't want to try out, multiple factorization, यहाँ पे चलो this side, there was not much to factorize. But if you want to avoid that, what you can do is x square minus x minus 6 ko you can write it as x minus 3 into x plus 2, correct? Yes, check कर लीजिए, x square minus 3x plus 2x would be minus x, minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. Yes, the modulus of this, yes, you have to remember, यहाँ पे modulus था, this should be equal to x plus 2. Yes, so in one of these cases, you can let go of x plus 2. Yes, but you will have to remind yourself, that when you do so, you will have to consider a case where this particular expression that you have cancelled out is equal to 0. ठीक है? What else is left? You have modulus x minus 3 is equal to 1. Correct? ये cancel होने के बाद 1 बचेगा. So what would you have? You would have x minus 3 equal to 1 and x minus 3 equal to minus 1 क्योंकि modulus में है. Yes, so you would get what? X is equal to 4 or x is equal to, what would you get here? Plus 3, that is 2. Yes, so x 4 है, x 2 है, और यहाँ पे x क्या है? Minus 2, right? So what are the values here? Minus 2, 4 and 2, product क्या हो गया? Minus 16. Yes, but you will have to, yes, you will have to be, careful. You'll have to be careful about this cancelling, right? So whenever you cancel out anything, right? Whenever you cancel out anything in a equation, especially when there's modulus, right? You'll have to consider that part also later. Yes. Superb guys, superb. So एक fresh question हो गया है, right? Not only did we see how to do it traditionally, but also on the other hand, how to do it in a more faster way. Yes, this calls out for a quick, hydration break. Yes, cheers to everyone who stayed back patiently for the previous question, right? I'm extremely sorry about that. Cheers, guys. No issues, guys. अब जब मैं गलती कर चुका हूं, I can't make a big deal out of your mistakes. Okay, are you all ready for the next question, guys? Yes. This was from 2019's first lot. Yes, so if you notice, we've already seen two questions from 2019's first lot. Yes. So basically, if you could master quadratic equations, you would have in your pockets, at least 6 marks. Yes. Okay, and these ladies and gentlemen are purely with respect to quadratic equations. They have nothing to do with logarithms. They have nothing to do with progressions. They have nothing to do with quadratic equations turning out to be polynomials later. Yes. The reason why I'm saying that so specifically is because there is another question like that which we will deal with when we talk about polynomials, right? तो ये सब का sorted है. Can we move on to the next question, guys? Everyone? या ये समझ में आ गया ना? Yes. So whenever you have to keep in mind ये वाला shortcut if you are using, this is not a shortcut, but then you're just trying to simplify the equation, right? So if you are trying to simplify an equation and if you are looking at cancelling some terms, you'll have to consider them to be equal to 0 as well. Got it? Because this entire expression can be 0. That's why. Yes. All right. Okay. So anyone who's ready, your next question is on the screen. Yes, a very interesting question, a very simple question, but then put in terms that would, kind of confuse you. Yes, so here is the question. This is from the second slot of 2019. What is the largest positive integer n such that this particular expression is given to you is also a positive integer? Yes. Try this out. 30 seconds are done, which means by now you should have had a strategy in mind, at least an approach on your paper. Yes. Another thing you'll have to keep in mind is they are asking for what? Yes, they are asking for what? The largest. Yes, the largest positive integer. Balmukund, if you would be, graduating in 2020, yeah, if you'll be graduating in 2020, then you are eligible for this. To write it in 2020, yes. Otherwise, you can write it, you can write it next year also if you're not in your final year. Yes. Okay, Vibhor says the answer is D, 12. Okay. How about others? So it took Vibhor about a minute to get this done. Very nice. Prince also says 12. Sani says 6. Sani, you might want to check your answer. Puneet also says 6. Yes. Okay, Vijay says 12. Very nice. Yes, 12 is the right answer, guys. Option D, 12 is the right answer. I'm not saying 6 would not satisfy this, right? Even if 6 satisfies this, we want the largest positive integer. Yes, that's what you have to keep in mind. Yeah. All right, Aruna, it depends upon an individual, right? When you say tough, it is a subjective term, right? So it is tough if you don't go well prepared. It is never easy though, right? So it is somewhere between intermediate and tough. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's see. Balmukund, आपका question answer हो चुका है, right? Okay, so here n square plus 7 and by 12 plus 12 is should be divided by n square minus n minus 12, right? But here what do we have? This is not equal to anything. This is not equal to 1. This is not equal to 0. One thing is clear, that this will not be equal to 0, right? This particular expression cannot be equal to 0. Why? Because they have explicitly mentioned that it has to be a positive integer. Yes. Another thing here that we'll have to keep in mind is, we want the largest positive value of n, which means this particular this particular expression should also be as big as possible, right? So here what we would do is, since we can't equate it to anything, let's try and simplify, right? Let's try and make squares out of it, or let's try to complete the squares here, right? So although we'll not get a square, since when you look at here, right, when you look at the constant term and you don't see a square, it basically means this will not be a plus b whole square format, right? But this can be a plus b into whatever x plus y, right? That format we can write this as, right? A plus b into a plus c, something like that. Yes. So what we have here, 7n, right? So 7n needs to be split. 7n needs to be split in such a way that you can take common out, and this should be the sum of the terms, and 12 should be the product of the terms, which means it has to be 3 and 4. Yes. So what would you have here? You would have here n square plus 3n plus 4n plus 12. Yes. Again, in the denominator a different expression. Yes. So let's not confuse ourselves here. We have minus n, right? The sum should be minus n of two terms. Yes. So what we would have here, and the sum should also be the product should also be minus 12, which means one of these need to be negative, and the larger number needs to be negative. So you would have what? 3 and minus 4. Yes. So what we would have here, n squared minus 4n plus 3n plus 12. Sorry, minus 12. Yes. So this is what we have here as our expression. Yes. Now what we could do here is simplify this. Yes. So this would be equal to what? N plus 3 into n plus 4. Yes. यहाँ पे n कॉमन ले लो, n plus 3, यहाँ पे n कॉमन ले लो, 4 कॉमन ले लो, you would have n plus 3, which means n plus 4 into n plus 3. Similarly, in the denominator, what you would have, same, n plus 3, yes, into what you would have here is n minus 4. Yes. So यहाँ पे we can let go of these two terms. Yes. So ultimately what we want is n plus 4 by n minus 4 to be maximum, and this should be also a maximum integer, right? So we'll have to ensure that this is an integer, right? So if this has to be an integer, instead of doing trial and error, the best way out of here would be using the answer choices, right? So we want the largest positive integer, so let's try with 16. Yes. So if n were equal to 16, yes, if n were equal to 16, what we would have n plus 4, 16 plus 4, that's 20. 16 minus 4, that's 12, right? This, although this could be okay, there is one thing, this neither is this the largest value of this expression, and neither is it an integer, right? So n equal to 16 was a wrong attempt. Yes. So what's the other way around? The next largest term, that would be what? 12, right? So if n is equal to 12, what we would have? 12 plus 4 is 16. 12 minus 4 would be 8. Yes, this is an integer. Yeah, and possibly the largest that can be created out of these numbers. Yes. So my answer is what? D 12. Yeah. यहाँ पे 8 लगा के देख लो, 8 लगा के देख लो, what you would get? Yes, you would get the maximum value of this, right? N plus 4, right? N plus 4 by n minus 4. Yes, which would be what? 12 by 4. That is 3. But is that the maximum value of n? No. Yeah. So ये अपनी understanding थी that this should be the largest, but this is not given anywhere in the equation. All they're saying that is this expression must also be a positive integer. So ये positive integer होना चाहिए. That's it. Yes. So though n equal to 8 will give you the largest value of this expression, right? But it would not give you, in fact, n equal to 6 would give you even larger value, right? It would give you the expression's value to be 5. Yes, 6 plus 4 is 10, by 2 is 5. Yes. But is this the maximum value of n? No. Yeah, so what's my maximum value of n? D12. Got it? Yes, correct, Sheetal. Yeah. Yes. Do you get it? The reason here is what? Our denominator should be, our denominator should keep decreasing, right? Our denominator should keep decreasing in order for this expression to be largest. But that's not what we are here for, right? That's not what we are here for. We are here to get the maximum value of n, which means what they indirectly ask us is the smallest value, right, of the given answer choices, of course, right, of the given answer choices. Smallest value of this expression, yes, that would be an integer. Yes, that's what is given here, positive integer, my bad. Yes. Superb, guys, superb. So this question was also an interesting one. Yes. Very nice. Nishant, what you should do after writing CAT, right? So there is a a process after CAT, right? A lot of them, if they think that their CAT was not very successful, or they might not get the expected score, yes, what they do is they have backup tests, right? They have other tests that they can take. Yes, the result of CAT would come somewhere around in the month of Jan, right? First or the second week of Jan. By then, if you don't want to spend a lot of time doing nothing, yes, then what a lot of people do is prepare for other tests, right? A lot of people give ZAT along with CAT, they give NMAT, they give SNAP, they give other tests also, right? There are a lot of state level MBA tests also, if you don't want to go in national or international. Yes, so you can probably prepare for that, and if you think that you would be getting a call real soon from any of the top schools that you are expecting, right? Which means before even giving CAT, you need to have your goal set. What are your top 20 B schools that you would want to be a part of, right? So there, the list you make should be very realistic. Yes, the top few should be probably out of your league. Yes, most of it should be within your league, and some has to be a little lower than your league, right? So that if some things go south, then you can actually settle for what you had in mind at least. Yes. You would have to prepare for the other rounds, that is WAT, written test, that is written test, and then you would have GD, group discussion, and PI also. Yes. Okay, guys, cheers to this question. Yes, we have one more to go. Yes, so this one is so that my throat does not get dried up and your body does not run out of water. Yes, cheers. The next question is on the screen. A minute and 30 seconds on the timer. Very nice question. Very nice question. This one does not only test. This one does not only test algebra, but also test number systems. Yes, so this is a combination of that. And since numbers का इतना importance नहीं था और था, but majorly it was towards algebra, towards quadratic equation. So we are doing this here. Yes. anytime, Nishant. Please feel free to ask any questions that you have, and I'll do my best to answer them without making any mistakes, that is. Any answers here, guys? The quadratic equation is given to us, right? X square plus bx plus c, where the value of a is given as 1. Yes, not this a is not the same, right? These two a's are not the same, I'm just kidding. Okay, and they have given two roots, 4a and 3a, and they're saying a is an integer, which means the roots also have to be an integer. Yes. They're asking which of the following is a possible value of b square plus c. Yes. B square plus C is what is asked. Guys, your 90 seconds are up. Do we have answers yet? Okay, Vibhor says B 549. Very nice, very nice. How about others? Anyone who could answer this? Very nice, Vibhor. Others? So Vibhor says his answer is option B 549. Anyone to Okay, Swaraj says, okay, Prince says it's A. Okay, there's one person who says A. All right. Khushbu and Sheetal also say it's B. Okay, some more people are putting up money on option B. Okay. All right, let's try this out real soon. Yes, let's try this out real soon. Okay, in fact, everyone else is also saying B. Yes. Okay, 549, ladies and gentlemen, is the right answer. So, Prince, please check, right? You made one small error, especially when it comes to the number systems part. Okay. Okay, so what's given here are two roots and the expression, which means B has to be what? Yes, what is B? B is a negative of the sum of the roots. Yes, so what are the roots? Alpha plus beta if we take into consideration. Then in this case, B would be what? 4a plus 3a is 7a, that is minus 7a. Yes, so this is B, and we need the value of C also. What is C? C is the product of these roots. Yes, so C has to be positive alpha times beta. In this case, alpha is 4a, beta is 3a, so you will have 12 times a square. Yes. Now the rest of it we'd only have to continue using the given expression, or using the expression in question, that is b square plus c. Yes. What is b square? Minus 7a the whole square. Yes, plus c, that is 12a square. Yes. So this is my asked expression. Let me call it y or whatever, right? So what is this? 7a the whole square is 49a square. Yes, negative gets ruled out, plus 12a square. This is 61a square. Yes, 50 plus 12 is 62, minus 1 is 61. So 61a square. Yeah. Now we have nothing on a. We have nothing on a, which means the only way out here is what? After this step. Yes. After this step, the only way out here is reverse engineering. Yes. That is, you use what? Use the given expressions, given numbers in the answer choices and check. Yeah. So you can start eliminating answer choices on two bases, right? Two bases. Base number one is what? Since a is an integer, right? Since a is an integer, the expression that we're looking for, y should be what? A multiple of 61, of course. Yes, because this is a whole number, right? So 61 into whole number would also be a whole number only, right? And it should be what? A multiple of 61, right? So let's look at the answer choices and rule out anything that cannot be a multiple of 61. That would be what? 361. Yes, we know that 361 can never be a multiple of 61, because if you want 3 on the hundreds place, this needs to be multiplied by 5. If this gets multiplied by 5, you get what? 305 and not 361. Yes. So that gets ruled out. Yeah, the next number would be what? The next number would be 61 more than 305, which is not this. Yes. So this gets ruled out. Everything else is divisible, right? 427, if you see, 427 is what? 7 times 61. Yes. 549 is what? 9 times 61. And the 3721 is also divisible by 61. Yes. This is what? 61 square. That is 61 times 61. Yes. Now what's the other criterion that we can use to eliminate answer choices? The other criterion would be what? Using this, right? An integer square. An integer square should give me a perfect square. Yes. So whatever is multiplied to 61 should be a perfect square. 7 not being a perfect square can be eliminated. 61 not being a perfect square can be eliminated. Yes. So what we are looking at is not the entire expression being a perfect square, because I know 61a square is not a perfect square. Yes. 64a square would have been a perfect square, but not 61a square, so that's out. Yeah. The only answer choice left is what? Option B. And if we see here, 9 is a perfect square. Yes. So this checks out both of our conditions. What's my answer? Option B, 549. Yeah. Yes. So here the answer is 549. Everyone who said 549, amazing job. Yes. Prince has also changed his answer finally. Very nice. Yes. A very simple question, right? A simple question, but the only thing that could, deem this as a CAT level question is the calculation part. Yes. So you have to be fast enough to identify which of these would be a multiple of 61. Yes. Super. Nishant, no, obviously not, right? This is one of those tests. This is one of those tests. Unless and until you have some, decent coaching, right? You may not be able to crack it. Yes, you may get a score, right? So about CAT, there is no passing score or failing score, right? About CAT, the deal is how better have you performed. Yes. So if you're looking for getting a score that would get you into the top B schools, right, the cream layers, yes, that basically means you will have to go through continuous and extensive training. Yes. So when I say training, it involves both things, right? Learning something and practicing something. So you need to have a combination of both. Yes. So CAT is obviously something that cannot be, I'm not saying it is not possible. Yes. But then it would be extremely difficult, right? It would be extremely difficult. Yes. All right. Yeah. Okay. So a quick news. I don't know if you've heard this, but in Tamil Nadu, the 10th board exams have been cancelled. Yes. So the 10th board exams have been cancelled. Yes, the state level board exams will no longer be conducted. That basically means people's score, right? Everyone would be passed, of course, but people's score would be based on their school test. That is their quarterly test and their semi-annual test, right? Quarterly exams and half semester exams, whatever you guys call it. Yeah. So that is a good news, bad news situation. Yes. A good news for anyone who had actually worked hard in their quarterly and half yearly exams. Yes. And their attendance would also play a part. Yes. So if you if someone had actually attended all the classes and would have taken the quarterly and half yearly also as seriously as their board exam, they would probably have a better score. And others, bad news would be what? बस गया anyone who were dependent on हाँ जब boards आएंगे तब देख लेंगे अभी ये तो क्या है स्कूल का एग्जाम है, right? For them this is a very bad news. Yes. All right. So let's okay, another thing, let's hope that this particular news does not affect us in anything, right? Do not start overthinking. Do not start thinking that CAT पोस्टपोन होगा क्या, CAT कैंसिल होगा क्या CAT में भी ऐसा करेंगे कि आपके हाफ ईयरली और क्वार्टरली स्कोर्स को रख के, नहीं, obviously not. Vibhor, I am from Tamil Nadu. I am from Tamil Nadu, and I'm passing on this information just because it was relevant to examinations and the current situation. Yes. तो अगर तमिलनाडु में हुआ है तो this could probably happen in a lot of other places also. That's what I'm saying. Yes. All right. So that was our day. Thank you very much for being a part of the session. If you have liked everything except for the first fiasco, first chaos that we had caused. Apart from that, if you think everything else was smooth as butter, please go ahead and hit like on this video. Yes. If you think that one incident has affected you a lot and it has affected my impression on you, then I would obviously want to publicly apologize for that. Yes. I don't usually end up doing that, but then you never know what hits someone, right? And if you haven't already joined the the community that we have here, yes, the link would be sent to you. The link is already being sent to you. Yes, all you have to do is click on that link and you will be added to the group. Do not use your laptop to click the link. Yes, do it using your phones. Yes. Nishant, you can always contact me on Telegram. Yes, okay, I'll give you my handle. Yes, my handle is Surana Live. Yes, this is my Telegram, Instagram handle both. So you can probably go ahead and contact me on any one of these two. Yes, hello Vishal, good evening. And guys, if you haven't already considered taking this, right, especially in a time like this where you cannot step outside of your house without putting yourself at risk and everyone around you at risk, yes, going to an institute and learning something or trying something out or practicing something would put everybody in jeopardy, right? So if you want to avoid that, at the same time get quality education, at the same time get a lot of practice tests, right? And at the same time, if you want to judge where you stand with respect to your competitors, yes, At the same time, if you want someone who would be available to answer your doubts on a mandatory basis, yes. If you are someone who's looking for all of these benefits in in an learning package that you take, yes, this has all of this. Yes, plus when I say educator, there's not one but then multiple. Yes, so if you have gone through the app, right, you would know that there are more than 100 educators on Unacademy right now who are teaching. Yes. Yeah, so this is something that you will have to consider, of course, right? 100 educators, who would give you 100 educators? Also, top educators, right? I'm talking about the likes of Mr. Mahajan. I'm talking about the likes of Mr. Arun Sharma as well. Yes. So if you are someone who would want to be inspired at the same time learn something, yes, this is the place where you have to be. Yes. For that, all you'll have to do is download the Unacademy's learning app. Yes, go for the subscription. CAT is what you've chosen to take up. Yes. If you have other friends and relatives who want to take up other courses, you can suggest them as well. Yes. And if you look at the pricing, it is cheap, right? When I say cheap, I have to say inexpensive, not cheap. Yeah, a negative term. It is inexpensive, which means if you compare it with everybody else outside, right? This actually seems something that's affordable, something that's light on your pocket and heavy on your mind. Yes, that is something that I would obviously invest my money on. Yes. So when you take up the subscription, please do not forget to use Surana Live, which will fetch you an extra 10% discount. Yes. Making your wallet feel a little more lighter. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, guys. अच्छा यहाँ पे कुछ और ही चल रहा है. Thank you very much everyone who is defending me. Yes. Actually मैंने उनको ब्लॉक कर दिया तो मेरे को actually नहीं पता चल रहा है क्या चल रहा है, right? And I'm happier this way. Yes. Anywho, thank you for defending me. Yes, I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. again. Yes, if you want to join me on Plus, I'm taking a special class after this. Yes, if you would want to be a part of that, you are most welcome. Yes, just download the app and search for my name and you will find it there. Yeah. Thank you very much for being a part of the session today. Thank you very much for all the support that you have given. And I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Until then, let's crack it.